Hey everybody, just wanted to talk to you about a couple articles I'm seeing that might be relevant to your tax situation this year. Trump, tax bill, and refunds. Why millions of people are getting hit with a surprise tax bill this year. An effort to make the tax bill look better ended up making it look worse. Withheld too little in 2018? The IRS might give you a pass on penalties. 1 in 5 taxpayers withhold too little from their paychecks, auditors say. Congressional auditors say 30 million people, or 21% of taxpayers, will have to come up with more money to pay their 2018 taxes because the employers withheld too little from their paychecks under the government tables keyed into the new law. Okay, so let's talk about withholding for a second. So at the end of the year, everybody's getting their W-2s for the prior year for 2018 right now. I know this says 14, but it's just an example. And in box 2, this is your federal income tax withholding. Everybody knows that. That makes sense. But where this number is generated is actually off of the withholding tables. And the withholding tables are an estimate of what you're going to owe in taxes based on what you earned, but there's some variables involved in that because it has to do with the amount of allowances you claim into the withholding table, which is directly related to the amount of dependents that you have on, or exemptions you have on your tax return. So in the past, we used to have personal exemptions as well as dependent exemptions, and the personal exemptions have been eliminated under the new law, but many people never went back and turned in a new W-4 because they don't do it every year. And so they still had themselves and their wives as personal exemptions, plus their children as dependent exemptions. So they may have 4 or 5 in this number. And what that meant is this was a reduced number. But now that they're going to do their tax bill, they're not getting those exemptions anymore, and they may have under withheld. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've turned in this W-4 correctly. And the way you do that is you go to the irs.gov and you use their 2019 withholding calculator. I'm just going to start over here. So you fill this thing out like this. So I'm married, filing a joint return. No one else will claim me on someone else will claim me on their tax return. The number of jobs my wife and I held was 2. We did not have a job. We're no longer employed. We did contribute to a tax deferred retirement plan. We have 1 dependent. We're not 65 or blind. Let's see here about childcare. So we have 1 qualifying for that, and I'm just going to guess. Let's call it, I don't know, maybe $6 grand. Let's say that. Child credit 1. Earned income credits, we don't qualify for that. Other credits, no other credits. Continue. So then you would go ahead and enter in your gross wages that you expect to receive in the next year. So let's just say we both earn $45,000 a year. No bonuses. And let's say we're going to contribute 15% to our retirement because we're perfect savers. Perfect Dave Ramsey savers. 67.50. Okay. No bonuses, withholding. We get paid every 2 weeks. January 1, last day. We'll skip all of the non-wage income, no adjustments, continue. Enter 0. All right, so now it wants to know about your itemized deductions. Unless you are going to give more than $24,000 to charity or have some amount of mortgage interest that's high, you probably are not going to itemize anymore with the standard deduction being this high. So you can just go ahead and put zeros in all of those if you want. Or you can try and fill them out if you actually think you're going to itemize. Okay, look at that. So, your results. My anticipated income tax for 2019 is $3,200. You got to complete a W-4. 0 allowances for the first job, 4 allowances on the second job. So this is actually telling us to turn in 2 W-4s, one for the spouse and one for the taxpayer. So it's not that hard. What did that take us? A couple minutes to do that. So if you haven't done that or you end up in that boat, don't cry and tell yourself sad stories about the tax bill being wrong, because everybody's taxes actually did go down for the most part. So it's a good thing. Your withholding just might have been off a little bit, but that's fixable. So let me know if you need any help or if you have any questions on that, or if you want to leave a comment on the video, go ahead. And everybody else, have a good day.